Hi everybody, my name is Sunny. I am the founder and CEO of Dropped Along the Way, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to guide high school dropouts on the path to higher education. So I am making this video because I wanted to share my own personal journey as a high school dropout that is now a current 2L law student, second year law student at Vanderbilt University. So I dropped out of high school my junior year. I did the first portion of junior year, so up until December, and then I dropped out right before the year ended. So why did I drop out of high school? Well, first, I want to say this. People heavily scrutinize high school dropouts. They're viewed as less than, how could you make such a decision? And what people fail to realize or understand is that when someone chooses to drop out of high school, they are a child. This is not a grown adult with the frontal lobe developed or with any heavily analytical and reasoning skills. This is a child that is making this decision. So please give people grace. That was my decision. I was a child when I made the decision. So my personal reason why I dropped out, simple as day, mental health. And this is why I'm sharing the story, because I really need parents to pay close attention to their children and recognize when something is off about them. Or for instance, in my case, I went from a high performing student. I was I graduated my 5th grade class, number 1 in class, and I was on the presidential principal's honor roll. I was extremely smart. So how does someone like that get to high school and start to fail? And for me, I was silently dealing with depression because my father had passed away freshman year. So because I had depression that was undiagnosed, untreated, that affected my performance and attendance when it came to school. I went through this depression unnoticed throughout high school up until junior year because it took one teacher to pay attention to me and realize that something was off. She stopped me after class one day and she said, "Hey, you are a, bright girl, but I feel like you're here but not here." She was like, it's almost like you're present but not present. What is going on? Is something going on with you? And then I just remember telling her that, I have not felt right since my dad passed. And from that, she went to my guidance counselor, which I can't even tell you why. I never even remember meeting my guidance counselor. That's just a whole nother story. But there was a conversation and I was put in grief counseling. From grief counseling, I started to feel better. But here's the problem. I was so far behind. They said that there was no way that I was going to graduate on time, not even with summer school. So I had two options. Either I can walk across the stage with my peers, and then I would be brought back and have to complete school however I finish, or you can get a GED. Because I did not want to cross the stage just to come back, I'm like, I might as well get a GED. So my mom signed me out of school and I began to take the GED prep classes. So I was in a adult school. So I was in there with other adults, younger, teenagers, but then also there were adults in there too, preparing for the GED test. Honestly, I only lasted maybe a month in that class because I'm just me retaining the information and me learning has never been a problem. I just had mental things going on with me. So I was able to went for a month, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I don't need to sit through this whole thing. So I went and I took the GED test. And then from that moment, I said, okay, you need to figure out how to fix this. So I did what any other person in my situation would do. I joined the military. And then from joining the military, I was able to begin to rewrite my story. I no longer was viewed as just a person with a GED. I became a veteran. So me being a veteran took precedence over me being a high school dropout. But during this time, I had a goal of going to college. Like, I've always wanted to be a lawyer. I didn't think it would be possible with me being a dropout, but I fought very hard to get where I am today. So I got my GED, I went into the Air Force, and then from there, I got out at 13 because I did become pregnant and I became a mom. That's a whole nother story. But that did contribute to me, spending 10 years getting my degree. I started off with associates. I would go here and there, part-time, a class here and there. And it wasn't until 2017 that I started to buckle down and say, okay, I have got to get this degree. Like, I'm sick of, not having a degree. So I buckled down and I began to take it seriously. I went and got my associates I finished in 2020. I transferred to a bachelor's program in 2022. And that same year, that fall, I started law school. So because of my journey, I wanted to be able to help other people that was in my position. It started off with me just offering advice, helping people with the college process. And then I said, you know what? I want to start a nonprofit. So that is how Dropped Along the Way was birthed. I birthed it as a way to help other high school dropouts that want to go to college and get a degree. I wanted to help them do that. Whether you want to go from a GED to a JD, GED to an MD, whatever it is that you want to do. If you just want to get your bachelor's, if you want to get an associate's, Dropped Along the Way is here to help. So if you are in the state of New Jersey and you are wanting to get your GED, or if you have your GED and you're looking to go to college, but you don't know how to start the process, Dropped Along the Way is here to help you. At the moment, we are in Essex County and Union County, but the goal is to expand to every county in New Jersey. We are a small volunteer nonprofit organization, and we roll out this fall, so give us grace. We got this. We're going to scale. We're going to get there, but we have to take a bite of the apple one shoe at a time. So if you are looking to get your GED, please reach out to me.